Do it. All right, CD5 at the top of the screen. Pretty sure we're all ready. CD5 here at Michigan International Speedway. Green flag out in the air. It's a terrible start for the inside lane, but the front two have a pretty good start. They pull away from the field. And we're underway here at Michigan International. I stopped spectating immediately and to kill myself. Dragon gets away with the lead. Lolo goes into P2. Try not to wall tap as much as possible. Great example is what Dragon just did. That counts as wall tapping. Do not do that, or else there will be severe consequences after the race. Please stay off the wall. But Dragon out in front. Cameron P2, Lolo P3 as they're having three wide action back here. Miles is going to move up to P4. Antonio P5. Squishy in his first race, P6. Cyrus dropping down positions. Gipsy getting gapped by the field. And Dragon leads us through lap 1. He's going to get the lap lead. It's a battle between the 48 and the 3 all the way in the back. 48 went for a gap. He did get to it. Gipsy having some trouble driving the car in the back. Seth backing off a little bit, but backing off in any respect at oval is kind of not a good idea. I don't know what Dragon and Cameron are doing at the front, but Cameron goes for the lead and Dragon kind of pushes him down the track, but it doesn't really matter anyways because Cameron in the number 27 is our new leader. So he takes the lead at the front of the pack. Miles P3, Squishy P4, Lolo P5. Dragon hits the wall a little bit off the corner. Everyone else is also hitting the wall. I don't know if that's Seth wall riding or not. I can't tell. It looked like he was. But Dragon staying behind Cameron pretty nicely actually. He's gonna kind of push him up the track. They're gonna stay off the wall though. Miles is gonna catch up a lot with that. He's gonna get all the momentum off the corner. Cameron and Dragon both had to brake for each other. So here comes Miles in the 20. He's gonna get to the outside of Cameron. And going into turn 1, he's going to clear the 27 and start looking at the lead. What a line the 20 is taking on the 23 right now. Oh, Miles is going to go around. It's over aggression. And here comes Squishy for the lead. Squishy onto the inside of Cameron. It's an altercation at the front. Miles spins out. Dragon gives up position. I don't think he meant to spin out the number 20. Just shaked out that way. But Squishy's going to take the lead. But here comes Lolo in the 43 right behind him. Cameron also lost the lead because of that. Trying to avoid an incident, but didn't fully get to it. Squishy led a lap in his first race. It's amazing. Good job. Bololo takes the lead out in front. He hits the wall, which you're not allowed to do. Please stop doing that. That's warning 1 out of 3. Oh, Cameron got really aggressive. That got Cyrus and him into some trouble. Squishy's going to move into P3. Miles back in P6. And right behind him, I don't know who that is. Who's that? It's Dragon all the way back in P7. Seth in P8. Not figuring out the car at all. Having a little bit of trouble, actually. And here comes the pass for the lead. Tonio is going to pass Lolo. What was what? What did I do? Did I do something? Wait, what? Ice, we're at field limit. I got sent into the air and barrel rolled? What the what? Alright, we're gonna bring out the yellow real fast. If he actually just barrel rolled, then that is under the FAGSCAR rulebook, a flip is an automatic yellow. So that's gonna be our first caution of the race. It's getting passed by the leaders at the moment on the back straightaway. As Tonio, who won this race last year, there wasn't anything too crazy. Something is there? What does that mean, dude? Antonio's gonna lead us to our uh first caution. Line up double file in the position that you cross the line in, and then we'll get this going again. Oh, Seth is gonna dive bomb the field. Okay. Gipsy's gonna go around for his lap. Somebody tell Ice that we're at field limit. No more pack racing. Oh my God. Yeah, there's no more pack racing at Michigan, guys. That's the one consequence of having these momentum scripts. Your graphics on max? Were you lagging? I'm gonna open Discord on my phone. There's like a lot going on my other screen. Anyway, who went to the bathroom? Dragon? Alright, well, hey guys. What's up? How was y'all's day? Pretty good? Very happy to hear that, you guys. What about me? I had a very frustrating day. I'm gonna be honest. Alright, Dragon is back. Let me make sure I did this right. Tonio led the last like 3 laps there. Wait, two, four, that should be 4. No, I did not mean to do that. Oh my gosh. Alright, yeah, Tonio's led the last 3 laps. Okay. Alright, everybody ready to go green so that we can get this race going? Alright, cool. CD5 at the top of the screen, and we're gonna get this thing back under the green flag. Green, green, green. Back again at Michigan. Squishy and Antonio have an even start. Squishy had a little bit of a better start on the outside lane, but going into turn 1, they're going to dive it and drag it into some trouble in the back. He's already spinning. Gipsy gets into him. One out of 3 spin. Unfortunate for the number 23. He had such a promising run in the first little stint of this race. And now Squishy starting to attack Tonio for the lead. It's like right on him. Oh, Miles and Cameron get into some trouble. They both get it straight though, so it's all fine. Never mind. Cameron's gonna spin Miles on purpose. Not sure why he did that. He could have just gotten his head back in the game, but I guess he didn't want to do that. Miles gets out of that conflict unharmed. Antonio leads his 4th lap of the race. Squishy right behind him. Low P3. And it's a tight battle between P1 and P3. Antonio gets a better run than Squishy off of turn 2. He's going to get away a little bit, trying to go back to back at Michigan in back to back seasons. Tonio has gone winless this season, but it would be quite the honor for him to bring that number 30 back to victory lane at his favorite track. The Chilean native versus Squishy. Our first his first race, doing pretty well. P2, he's holding off Lolo at the moment in the number 43. The 43 had a okay run here last season, but last season we had ever so slightly more pack racing. Oh, Squishy with a brilliant run down turn 2. Not sure what's happening here, but he has the run on the 30 going down the back straightaway. We could see a battle for the lead. Yep, here comes Squishy to the inside of Tonio. Tonio's going to get into the wall a little bit. That's going to give Squishy a good boost of momentum down the front straightaway. He's going to lead a second lap and overtake Tonio. Squishy gets out in front. Lolo P3, Cyrus P4. Honestly, Cyrus is like so consistent this season. It's insane, dude. Like ever since his win at Richmond, Cyrus has just been on it, dude. Cameron with a run on Seth. It looked like he hit the wall a little bit off the corner though. Oh, I don't know what Cameron's doing. He's getting into the door of Seth. Cameron's making enemies with everybody. I don't know what Dragon's doing in the back. That is definitely not how you run this racetrack. But with 9 laps to go in the stage, the lead has been surrendered to Squishy. Tonio probably doing everything you can to try and go for the number 21, the 43. There's a good gap between the top three. It's going to be interesting when NPC gets back. Cameron lagging in the back. You got everyone else just running their own race right now. Just doing their own thing. It looks like there's a pass all the way in the back right now. For position, that's Cameron and Gipsy. Looks like Gipsy is the one who's actually making the move. Gipsy just comes here to run laps most of the time when he shows up to races, which is appreciative. He may be a back marker, but that's okay with me, man. Boost attendance numbers. And here comes Tonio for the lead on Squishy. I thought I saw that from the battle all the way back there. But Tonio does make the move. It's Tonio. He's going to take the lead once again. This could be the battle for the rest of the race, if I'm being honest. Unless NPC gets here and starts sweating on the entire field, because NPC is a sweat in this league. He absolutely loves this league because he's such a sweat. But we're not going to talk about that right now. We got Squishy and P2 getting the lead taken away by Tonio. And it looks like Cyrus is starting to catch the 43, the 48, showing some pace. Maybe could go for win number 2 on the season. Cyrus has shown great potential after Richmond. He almost got fired. He has the option to stay at his team now, but he might go to a different team. It's really up to him going into next season, as that's what team owner Sonic told him. Owner of Boogs Motorsports. He almost got demoted to go to Turn 4 Racing with Ice and Seth, but at the moment, that is not what happened. Yo, Dragon and Cameron, that is when I said don't hit the wall, that's exactly what I meant by don't hit the wall. Like what y'all just did is hitting the wall. 5 to go. In stage 1, Tonio currently out in front, doing a great job showing him who's boss out in front. He practiced a lot. I would say practice is probably people's number one friend ever since the momentum scripts took over. And Lolo slightly catching the 21. You can see he's hungry to take P2 away, but he's never actually gotten there before. Miles in P5. I'm didn't see what happened to Cyrus, but he fell back a lot from the 43. Um, and now he's under attack by the 20 of Miles. Bean Brothers Racing bringing really fast cars here. And of course, Khan isn't here to see his team succeed, nor is he even in the race at all. But why are we wall tapping off that corner? What are we doing? Miles is going to go for the pass on Cyrus. Going into turn 3, the 20 is going to move up into P4. Cyrus is going to drift up high. He's going to hit the wall a little bit. Oh, off exit. Miles barely gives him enough room. He barely clears him as well. Lolo's going to get to the inside of Squishy as well. We have 2 battles are two separate battles for position in the pack. Lolo clears Squishy going into turn one, and Miles just now clearing Cyrus going into turn one and two. And with 3 laps to go, Miles, you gotta stop hitting the wall up the corner, man. Same with you. Same with the people in the back three. Oh, Gipsy's getting passed by Tonio. He's getting lapped. The blue flag would be out. If I could, if I was paying attention, but Gipsy getting passed by most of the field right now. Gipsy can get back on the gas. There's a like huge gap between the top 5 and everyone else. Tonio out in front. And with 2 laps to go in stage one, almost coming to the stage caution. Seth having lag issues in the back. He's going around on Cameron. Oh my god. L voice crack, man. Did y'all hear that? That was crazy. Anyway, white flag is in the air for stage one. The caution is gonna come out either way, but we're just gonna go ahead and throw it early. Go ahead and race back to the line. It's gonna be a race between Tonio, Lolo. Oh, here comes number 21 of Squishy on the 43, taking away P2. Did hit the wall a little bit. Doesn't hit the wall off the next corner. And Miles with a huge catch up at the end there. Miles could be one to watch for the rest of this race, but that's the end of stage one. The top 5 solidified as Tonio, Squishy, uh, you know, English, although English is my first language, it's like, I'm like really bad at speaking it. It's really weird. Lolo got P3. Miles ended up with a P4. P4 effort for Miles. And then also Gipsy has the wave around for the free pass. At 5, yeah, Cyrus. Once again, just hanging around. Cyrus is that type of driver. Just hangs around, swipes when you least expect it. All right, guys, can we line up? Also, NPC still isn't back, dude. What are we doing? Oh, NPC comes back right as I mention him. Oh my god. All right, well, NPC's here. So guys, you know that sweating that I warned you guys about earlier and how we were having like a pretty good stage one? Like that was a pretty cool stage one, right, guys? You guys are like extremely cooked. Like you guys are so cooked. As soon as NPC gets the lead, it's over. Just assume you're not winning the stage. I believe in NPC. All right, so we're 20 laps in, 14 plus 8. Wait, what? Yo, this math is not lining up, dog. He definitely has like 10 laps left. Okay, so 4, 6, 7, um, 7 plus 10. All right, so 12 laps led for Tony. And NPC's here now, so you already know that's gonna change real fast. I'm gonna go ahead and reset the ticker real quick because there's still names that shouldn't be on there. All right. Don't worry, guys. It's gonna be changed. All right. Is everybody ready to go green? Tonio, right as I was about to go, right as I was ready to go green. All right. Anyway, Miles said he's not ready either, so we gotta wait for him. All right. CD5, top of the screen, and we're gonna get this restart up and running here at Michigan International Speedway. Tonio gets a better launch, but it looks like the teammates of Bean Brother Racing. Why is Dragon pushing down on the pack right there? If he spins out, that's low-key his fault. Then go up the track, man. It looks like you're pushing down. Anyway, 1 out of 3 spin already. Yeah, I have no idea what's going on there. Dude, the clip isn't gonna help. I was literally directly watching you. I saw what happened. Anyways, Squishy leads the lap. He got past Tonio and he built himself a gap already. Miles already looking at P3. Blind, it looked like you guys were just 3 wide. I don't know how you're getting hooked like that. Lolo gets the run on Miles using the outside. And at the moment, it looks like Tonio's already recaught the 21 car. So here we go back with another battle for the lead between Squishy and Tonio. It's been an all-time classic. Gipsy hits the wall. That's going to be 2 out of 3 spin. He spun out going into turn 1. Not sure how that happened. They're 2 wide between NPC and Seth. Seth getting aggressive with NPC off the corner, trying to get off the wall. And here comes Tonio to the bottom of Squishy for P1 in that Kopech number 30 versus the number 21 Safe Light Ford. Squishy does hit the wall off the corner. Y'all know how much I hate it when y'all do that. Anyway, Lolo's starting to catch now. I forgot what happened to Miles. I literally saw what happened to Miles, but I forgot. I don't know, but Squishy has a run on Tonio now, and he's taking advantage of it. Because now we have another battle for the lead. Here comes Lolo to the inside of Squishy, though. I don't know if Tonio's clear. He is. Oh my goodness, 2 wide out of turn 4. And that's going to lose Squishy and Lolo some time. Tonio gets a better run. That's actually going to get Miles to catch up more. Going down the front straightaway, Squishy look for the block. 3 wide for P2. Oh, here comes Miles rounding the top. Lolo sends it into the corner, drifts up the track a little bit. Miles with a good exit. Squishy lets off. And right now, Lolo moves in, and Miles is going to go for the lead in that Euro number 20. It was an incredible 3 wide move, and it might get him the lead by the end of the lap. Oh, who knows? Miles taps the wall a little bit. Antonio still leads the lap. Seth having lag issues. He was battling with NPC earlier, or it looked like he was. NPC, stop hitting the wall, man. Same with you, Miles. Stop hitting the wall. Anyway, here comes Lolo. He's going around Miles. Antonio's going to lead the lap. Miles backed off to P3. Lolo once again moving into P2. Cyrus once again in P4. Once again, just like, cannot overstate how, yo, literally P3, P4, and P5. I saw all of y'all at the wall off the corner. What are we doing? Anyway, Gipsy's going into the inside wall on the back straightaway. Tonio is going to lead his 17th lap of the race. Tonio still out in front. Lolo P2 with 13 laps to go in stage 2. Clean exit from pretty much everybody except for NPC and Squishy, but it's okay. I guess. I don't know. I didn't get the greatest look. I'm looking at Tonio's view, and Tonio is like way ahead of everybody else. Tonio's starting to pull away, man. He loves this track, and it really shows with how he performs at it. Miles behind Lolo. Squishy starting to attack NPC a little bit. NPC having a little bit of trouble, but they're catching Cyrus slowly in that number 48. But knowing Cyrus, he'll probably bounce back. Oh my god, I just watched 4 of y'all hit the wall off the corner. Oh my gosh. I just watched 4 of y'all do it. That was Anyway, we're on board with Squishy as he's trying to catch NPC in the number 1 car, and it looks like it's gonna happen. Getting off of turn 4. It's Squishy side by side for P5. Yeah, that's P5. And for P4, they're side by side between Cyrus and Miles. Squishy's coming back into the picture though with that battle that's going to interrupt their speed. And now we got a little bit of a fight for P3 here. Lolo's going to be able to pull away with P2. Okay, I'm going to be honest, the wall tapping low-key isn't that much of an issue. It's just like the wall riding thing. The whole like, this game actually wall riding, dude. That's so cringe. What are we doing? Oh, Gipsy's around again, but he's out of the way, so I don't know. I'm chill with it. And teammates Cyrus and NPC battling really aggressively. Cyrus pushing up NPC, looking to shut him out of all the room. Squishy getting past Miles, and NPC has to go. Oh my goodness, NPC can't stay. Please make it to pit road, dude. Don't just crash in the middle of the track. Antonio out in front, Lolo P2, NPC gonna start rooting for Tonio actually. This is gonna be everyone else behind him. I'm gonna go ahead and add somebody that they can join now. They still want to. Add Dark Horse. He's the only one who's actually tried to join. So 9 laps to go in stage 1. Tonio just Tonio, oh my god. You never expect Tonio to be like this if you have only watched the season from Watkins Glen, where Tonio was kind of a non-factor the whole race, only showing little glimpses of brilliance. But right now, Loki, Loki showing out. Here comes Miles on Squishy for P3. Got a good run off of turn 2. And it's a battle between teammates. Same font and everything off of turn 4. Miles still side by side with him. Antonio, once again, I think he has like 22 laps led. I'm going to do the math on 6, 8, 9, 9 plus 22. Actually, Tonio has 23 laps led. Miles got away from his teammate while I was counting that up. Anyway, let me go ahead and check who's in stage. This case is people trying to join. Tonio leading his 24th lap of the race. I'm going to take this opportunity to get rid of some cars of people I know aren't going to be here. So NPC can't race anymore. 6 laps to go in stage 2. Wasn't it like 9 laps to go just a few seconds ago? Or am I tripping?
Starts, but I've been told that by
25 laps led. 5 to go. If Tonio leads the rest of these laps, then he actually wins the most laps led uh, award, which gains him an extra point, which is very nice for the 30. Now, it looks like they might be catching him. I don't know. Miles caught Lolo. He's making the move right now. Moves to 43 up the track. He's gonna get aggressive with him off of turn 4. Kind of pushes him into the wall. That aggression. And Miles is going to keep P2 against him. 4 laps to go. Tonio, 26 laps led. 4 to go. As they're side by side for P2. Lolo, real aggressive on Miles. He gets him down into the grass. Miles does not let off. In fact, he's going to wall tap. Miles, that counts as cutting the track. Let up track position. Or get rid of your momentum. One of the two. Ooh, Miles down onto the apron. That's going to allow Lolo and Squishy to get by. Cameron went around. Antonio almost catching him. No yellow's gonna come out. Not because I believe what Seth said, but Loki, you're kind of like a back marker. Uh, it's it's not top priority right now. Yo, who is wall riding in the back? What the hell? I just see that happening back there. That's Seth. Seth, you gotta let off the throttle, man. Seth, you gotta let off the throttle, man. Seth, hello? There's no way bro's lag is this bad. His power went out? Oh, shoot. 2 laps to go. 28 laps led from Tonio, and we have a track crisis right now. If you see a number 3 car flying by you, do not try to block it. Miles, Cyrus, watch out. Oh my god. And we're gonna come to the white. Miles, that does not mean you're allowed to wall ride, dude. I know he's wall riding. His power went out. He has no control over it. Gipsy goes 2 laps down. And on the final lap of stage 2, Gipsy's slowing it down. Thank you. Yeah, Seth's power went out, so he has no control over it. I'd be careful if I was Squishy and Lola. Because Gipsy and Seth are bumper to bumper, like. Anyway, Tonio's gonna get away with the stage win. Um, Lolo's gonna go P2. Squishy P3. Even though the ticker is being really dumb. It's fantastic. Oh wait, I forgot to bring out the yellow. Just go ahead and go back to the line, you guys. I'm gonna try and sort out this whole number 3 car situation. But just line up, guys. Unless you want to try and get Seth's car out of here. That is not what I meant. That is not what I meant. Oh my god. That is not what I meant. Oh, Jesus Christ, dude. Oh my god. That was so aggressive. Cameron gets the free pass, by the way. And Gipsy, I'm gonna give you a lap back just because you were helping. Anyway, what was the rest of the stage? I didn't get to see because I was focused on the careening car situation. Oh yeah, you saved yourself from getting lapped down by keeping Tonio behind you. Anyway, Lolo with a great performance in this race. Squishy also showing great promise. Could be very competitive next season in the number 21. Then Dragon. Dragon's been showing real potential these past couple weeks. And then Miles. Miles is just fast. He's usually somewhere near the front, whether he deserves it or not. Where's Gipsy? Is Gipsy going around for his laps? Okay, I guess he is. So, how's the race, you guys? Isn't it the most chaotic shit ever? Pretty gnarly race here. Actually, quite calm. Yeah, Tonio is your stage sweeper. Seth kept wrecking me and saying back. What is fastest lap? Fastest lap is probably held by. Oh, I thought it would have been held by Gipsy, but it's held by Dragon with a 38.779. Which I'm gonna be honest, I'm not a believer in 38-second laps because they usually need. Yeah, that's usually like wall ride territory. So getting rid of him, it would be probably Miles. Miles wall ride too. God damn it, all y'all. Well, then again, Miles isn't like outrageous. Like Miles's time is actually possible. A 39.7. After that, it's Squishy with a 40.0. Anyway, is everybody ready to go green so that we can get this final stage wrapped up and then we can enjoy the rest of the Southern 500? How does that sound, guys? All right. CD5 at the top of the screen. I forgot to bring out the yellow for the stage, but it's okay. Restart, back in the air. Tonio gets away. Lolo with a terrible start in the 43. Squishy's going to get to his inside. And Miles and Dragon get into a little bit of a conflict, but Dragon doesn't get spun out this time. So all is well in the world for Dragon. Although the 48 and the 23 are doing each other a little bit going down the back straightaway. Everybody else is actually chilling right now as Tonio out in front. Squishy going for P2 on Lolo right now. And Lolo clears Squishy off the corner with the high lane momentum. And Tonio with 31 laps led. We're counting down till I can stop counting the laps because he would would lock him up. The only person who could catch him in laps. Oh my God, Lolo going for the outside move, and it's a great one. He doesn't even hit the wall. It's a completely clean move. Here comes Lolo for the lead, Antonio. Wow, what a run. Antonio's going to fight back on the inside, going into turn 3, but Lolo using the outside again. Can he get a good run? He does. Here comes Lolo on the outside. Squishy also has a good run coming to the line. Oh, I couldn't even tell who led the lap, but it says it's Lolo, and it looked like it was maybe. With one lap led, here comes the rest of the pack. Tonio goes all the way down. to block Miles, but Miles is going to get to the inside. Lolo's going to get into some trouble there. He's going to go around. Lolo around. Can he save it? Wow, what a save. Off of the corner. Cameron's going to go around too. With a battle from Cyrus, Cameron almost gets into Dragon. Dragon is going to fly by Lolo and Cyrus. That is hard. Oh my god. Huge hit for Cameron. That's going to bring out the yellow. And Miles, who took the lead. What a restart here at Michigan. But Miles takes the lead. Squishy P2. Oh my god, Eric Jones P3. Sorry, I'm looking at the actual race. Yo, what is this? What is this lineup, dude? Lap? What do you mean lap? I'm on lap 167 of 52. 60. Wait, what? What are we doing? Hello? What are y'all? What are y'all talking about? What? Why am I getting? Why am I getting messages in Discord? What are y'all saying now? Oh, NPC is telling Tonio to win. Yeah, I know. I'm like extremely clueless. I told you guys, I'm like extremely disoriented. I have no idea what you guys are talking about, even if I wanted to know. All right, is everybody ready though? Cameron, line up. You're lucky I even threw the caution. I look, he might have not thrown it. Anyway, before we get this going, is anybody suffering from lag? All right, well, if you're suffering from lag, I just got rid of some of the other cars. So, some of the access cars, which can produce lag. So, yeah. CD5 at the top of the screen. 22 laps to go after our first actual yellow. Miles currently our leader after a huge hit for Cameron and a few other dramas in the field. And going through turn one, Tonio is gonna go below the lane. He's gonna get Miles loose. He's gonna go up into his teammate Squishy. Squishy keeps it off the wall. Good recovery from the 21, but he's definitely gonna lose positions as everyone else jockeys for position behind him. And Miles is going to take the lead on the outside. Tonio just gives it up, letting Miles take it. Oh, and Gipsy's going to go around. There was a conflict between Lolo and Cyrus. Big hit on the inside wall for Gipsy, but it's only going to be a 1 out of 3 spin warning. Anyway, Miles did lead that lap. He's going to lead his second lap of the race with 21 laps to go. Cameron in P2 after that huge hit. And Tonio starting to lose position. Dragon fighting his way up to P3, but he's going to get passed by Tonio and Squishy here at the end of this. Dragon taking a really high lane. He's going to hit the wall a little bit off the corner. He's going to maintain the momentum from the outside. But Miles out in front in the 20, the 27 of Cameron. P2. I don't know if getting rid of those cars got rid of his lag because he looked kind of promising at the start of the race too. So maybe. Tonio losing more positions. He got passed by Lolo. Miles 3 laps led. Briscoe showing him who's boss in the Southern 500 right now. Oh my god, Cameron drifts up so high through the corner. Squishy's going to maintain more momentum off the corner. He's going to catch him a little bit. Tonio's going to get past, it looks like Dragon and Lolo. Cyrus is going to get past the two as well. Didn't get to see what happened there, but Cyrus absolutely sent it there. And here comes Cameron on the outside. I was paying attention to the battle of the back. I couldn't tell if he wall tapped a bunch or not. But Miles just pulled away with the lead with 19 laps to go. and no immediate threat of a caution to be seen anytime soon. Cameron just keeps hitting that wall, and it's actually losing him speed off of the corner. It's losing momentum. I think Gipsy may have just parked it. He hit the pit road going in. But Gipsy in pit road. Think he might be done for the race. I'm not waiting till I get confirmation, but Miles leads his 5th lap. He was flipped? Oh my god, did he hit the pit road wall? What happened? Cameron getting passed by Squishy though. That's what's happening. Trying to assess what happened to the 35 of Gipsy as he's going down pit road right now. Yo, explain post race. All right, Cyrus going for P3 right now as. Oh, what the hell is the 27 doing? It just came up into the 48 and put them both in the wall. I'm gonna have to ask. He gives up a position because what was that? He's gonna ride the outside lane, giving it to Tonio. Cyrus is also gonna get by. I don't think Cyrus is too happy with the 27. Oh, he hits a block off of the corner. That's gonna put him around, and that's gonna bring out the next yellow. And right as Squishy was actually starting to catch Miles as well. It's gonna bring it more together. Together will be my choice of words for that. But Miles led 7 laps on that run with 16 to go. I'm gonna assume we're not gonna get an explanation on what Cameron was doing though. Yeah, it looked like he just turned up on Cyrus. I have no idea what that was all about. You were lagging? Why'd you turn up then? That doesn't even. Yes, you did. It literally looks like you turned up into Cyrus. I know we're not watching the battle for 14th and 21st. There's no way that's the only action on the racetrack right now. Anyway, Gipsy's going to get his lap back. As when Gipsy can stick with the pack, he actually doesn't look all that bad. Yeah, right now it is a battle between Midwest Motorsport and Bean Brothers Racing. At the front, it's been Tonio, Lolo, Miles, and Squishy. Those 4 have been the main contenders. Cyrus is kind of there, and so is actually everybody's had somewhat of a shot at the lead, at least once, kind of. Not everybody's led a lap, but everyone's had a shot at getting the lead. The only people in this race who haven't led a lap is Cyrus, NPC, and Seth, but NPC and Seth are out of the race, and and Gipsy. Gipsy hasn't either. So Gipsy and Cyrus are the only ones who haven't led a lap. Yeah, Cameron, you did lead a lap. You led 1 lap. That was it. It was like near the beginning of the race. All right, is everybody ready? Grandparents home some language. I don't know, man. If y'all keep being exciting, I don't think I can promise that. Green flag out in the air. Terrible start from the outside lane. Oh my gosh. It looked like Cyrus may have held them up. I have no idea what happened there. But Miles is gonna get away with the lead. They're 3 wide for P2 between the 4 that I mentioned have been the most competitive. And going off of the corner, Tonio is gonna be the one that gets the bad end of the stick, being in the middle. 21 got the biggest run, and Lolo was just kind of neutral off the corner. Like nothing crazy there. Oh, Lolo drifts up high into Squishy a little bit. Tonio's gonna get a run on the 21 off of the corner. Miles is gonna lead his 8th lap of the race. And with 15 laps to go, it is currently Miles out in front. Lolo P2, Squishy P3, Tonio in the chase, probably looking for a win, especially because NPC's about to get like nothing. NPC's not going to get much from this race, so it'd be very beneficial for the chase battle that Tonio does at least get somewhat of a top 3. As Miles out in front, 14 laps to go. Tonio having a little bit of trouble getting past Squishy and Lolo. Cyrus and Cameron together in the back. Dragon behind Gipsy. Squishy hits the wall a little bit off the corner, but Tonio is still gonna get some good momentum off the corner to try and catch him. He might send it into the corner here. He's running pretty low on the track. Yep, here comes Tonio. He's gonna get a big run off of turn 4. Big help in terms of catching the 21. And with 13 laps to go, I'm going to say that it's over for the most laps led. It is going to go to Tonio. Tonio, your most laps led leader. Miles out in front. Cyrus catching Cameron right now for P5. Both of those two chase drivers. Lolo, who did miss the chase, which is unfortunate for the number 43. Ooh, Squishy hits the wall off of the corner. He's going to get a big run on Tonio. He's going to look outside. Tonio's just going to hang inside. 12 to go. Miles out in front. Lolo P2. Lolo's never won a single FAGSCAR race before. This would be his first. Miles is a 4 or 3-time FAGSCAR winner. His most recent coming literally yesterday. Yeah, the front two, stop wall tapping. Specifically Miles, because you're wall tapping crazy. Yeah, Miles' most recent FAGSCAR win was yesterday at Chicagoland in D2, which doesn't actually get him anything for D1, but bragging rights, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what benefit he got from it. With 11 to go, Tonio starting to catch Lolo. Or not. Wait, did I say 11 or 20? Am I stupid? Yeah, I'm dumb. Okay. Yeah, Lolo's gonna have to start defending the position against Tonio. Tonio almost goes down into the grass. See the hustle that Tonio is putting on right now. He really wants to go for it. He knows he has the pace. He's had the pace all race long so far. Off of turn 2, he clears the 43. Cameron and Cyrus battling in the back for P5. As the top 4 are the 4 that I expected to be up front at the end here. And with 10 laps to go, they're closing in on Miles here. He looks way closer than he did when Lolo was second. Yeah, they caught him big time right there. Tonio is gaining on the 20. 9 laps to go. It would be a very beneficial win for Miles, but it would also be one for Tonio. Cameron, I I don't know what to say to Cameron right now, but that's like so clearly wall riding. That doesn't mean you have to wall ride, man. It's not what that means. That doesn't mean because other people are wall riding doesn't mean you wall ride. That's not what that means. I just saw wall riding, disgrace to you. With 8 laps to go, the battle for the lead is getting tenser and tenser. Miles versus Tonio at the front. Miles goes all the way to the inside. That's going to get him a worse corner entry. I think Miles just realized that he flies up the track. Tonio's looking real low. Miles goes down the block. The rest of the top three pretty close. Or the rest of the top four also pretty close to them. They've been closing in the gap too. And with 7 laps to go, it's Tonio and Miles at the front. With Squishy and Lolo not too far behind. They're battling for P3 as the two leaders. Trying to show their stuff. Not that great of a corner for Tonio. Didn't really get a good outside exit there. Oh, Miles slows down a lot. What is going on right there for P5? The amount of reports of like, oh, they're too wide for the lead. 6 laps to go. Across the line, Tonio gets side by side with Miles. Going into turn 1. The 20 and the 30 battle it out. Miles just barely clears off of turn 2. Tonio gets a better run. Miles goes down the block. Here comes Lolo and Squishy. 4-car battle for the lead. There's a wreck in turn 1. But they're 3 wide for the lead. Cam and Cyrus wrecked each other in the back. No caution is going to come out. It's going to be 2 out of 3 spin. And with 5 laps to go, Lolo has taken the lead away in an unbelievable circumstance. Tonio and Miles slowed each other enough to get Lolo the lead. Miles is going to get the run off of turn 2. He's going to clear Lolo going into turn 3. Can Miles get past Lolo? There's still 5 laps to go of racing here. And Miles gets past Lolo. Here comes Tonio to get past Lolo as well. 4 to go. Squishy kind of falling back. Lolo lets off the most going into turn 1. It's going to be Tonio and Miles out in front once again. It may not be 5 wide like last season, but oh my goodness, is this a good battle? Out of turn 4. It's a good corner for Miles. Gets more of an outside exit than Tonio. And that's going to give him more momentum points off the corner. Who is that in P5? Is that Dragon? Oh my god, it is Dragon. That's really funny. But Miles maintaining the gap right now, running very consistently. Coming to 2 laps to go. Can Tonio close the gap and pass Miles for the lead? I don't know. Tonio's gonna have to try going high into the going high on the straightaways. Oh, Tonio absolutely sends it in on Miles. He's gonna get to the back bumper. 2 to go off of turn 2. Miles looked like he was gonna get a better run off the corner, but he doesn't. Squishy right behind them. Tonio gets behind Miles. Squishy right behind them as they battle. Can Squishy get enough of a run? Tonio's going to go for the block. He's going to give him a push. 1 lap to go. Here at a Michigan International Raceway, two chase drivers fighting for the lead. It's Tonio and Miles. Off of turn two. Miles, good corner, but Tonio gets a better one. Cody Ware spinning out in the Southern 500, but that doesn't matter right now. Here comes Tonio going into turn three. He's on the back bumper of Miles. He's trying to move him out of the way. Squishy with a good run. Tonio tries to squeeze him. Here comes Squishy past. Squishy. Unbelievable turn of events. Miles parks it in the corner, and Squishy's going to win his first FAGSCAR event. Unbelievable finish at Michigan. Dragon claims P3. Lolo gets P2. And it's heartbreak for Tonio. And Miles also sold it at the end. Squishy somehow won that race. Unbelievable finish we have just seen here at Michigan Motor Speedway. First time winners 2 weeks in a row. First it was Seth Ellis at Watkins Glen, and now Squishy. After a crazy turn of events from the two chase drivers leading the race, Squishy wins his first ever FAGSCAR event. And what a way to do it. That's one to remember here. I don't know what Cameron's doing. He's dumping the winner. But Squishy saves it anyway. No, Squishy just pulls directly into victory lane. We're definitely doing interviews for this race because wow, what a crazy one it was. Yeah, that Miles move was actually insanely bad. That was like, what the hell was that? Oh my God, Squishy's flipping his car while getting out. We're gonna interview the winner of this race. Squishy first. His first ever FAGSCAR event, and he comes out on top. Squishy, walk me through that one.
Oh my god, I do not know how I won that. Miles and they were just going very slowly at the end, so I just, came around the outside, just had so much momentum. Just got the win. Can't believe it.
Man, what a way for you to win. First FAGSCAR impression. Do you think you'll come back sometime?
Oh, for sure, for sure. I like these cars. I think it takes a lot of skill, so I think it's very fun. I like them.
Well, I don't even know what to say, man. That was insane. Um, Jesus. Well, going into Atlanta next weekend for the second to last race of our season. Do you have any expectations there?
Um, Hopefully just repeat what I did here and maybe go for the win, but probably just get consistency down and be like constantly in the top five. That's the goal.
All right. Congratulations on the win. It was chaotic. I don't know if I'm gonna get your victory lane picture. I didn't get it while you were here, so just put come back when you can.
All right.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the next interviewee. We're gonna interview Miles next. We're gonna get to the top three, all eventually, but we're gonna interview Miles. Going into that final corner, Miles, what the hell were you thinking?
I forgot the momentum scripts was there. I could just power out the corner.
Dude, that was the
I forgot
yo.
about the momentum scripts, and I
You
just
forgot about the
corner.
momentum. How do you forget about the momentum scripts when it was the reason why Antonio was catching you on the backstretch anyway?
I wasn't thinking about it in turn 3 and 4.
Oh
I
my
hit the brake,
god.
then I want to slide up the corners.
Tonio is wrecking you next race, bro. He does.
Zonio has
Yo,
right.
Tonio is about to cause the fucking big one next race.
I forgot about the momentum script. I'm sorry, Antonio.
Yo, anyways, Miles, he's sold, bro.
Also, I need that Atlantis game that he made for MWRT.
Alright,
Please.
well, We're gonna interview Tonio next. He's probably gonna yell at Miles. Tonio, before you yell at Miles, wait. Don't yell yet. Wait. First, I need you to answer the question. After getting out of the car after Miles's interview, how much of a heartbreak is that one?
Fuck you.
Okay, dude, that's kind of my job. I kind of have to
That's
ask
kind
you.
of that's kind of a weird question, you know.
That's my job. I have to
I'm not
ask
that
you
mad.
these hard questions,
It's a
dude.
Roblox game. I calm down and I get angry half a minute and then I calm down. Okay.
All right.
I'm just putting out a stupid ass show. Okay? I'm